Oh, here we go. Last time on Harbinger, our heroes were arrested. Being brought down to the station, the party pleaded their cases with Captain Brahms. The interrogation was interrupted by Mikhail, an elven official who freed the party on the condition that they help her on a mission. Mikhail was concerned that the druids who attacked the festival were getting into the city via some secret underground passageway. Our heroes began their trek outside of the city to explore the ruins around Sunhome. They avoided collapsing structures, made goblins trip balls, and shared secrets with the mysterious floral figure. Descending into a cave, the party found themselves in an underground garden. A masked creature called the Guardian agreed to share information with our heroes if they would destroy some plant zombie hybrids that wandered into its domain. Investigating and perceiving, the party found that one of the creatures had a tattered sigil of House Polarius, one of the high houses of Sunhome. The next day, Juniper was gone, leaving nothing but a note saying, "I'm sorry." But what awaits our heroes? Find out right now on Harbinger. All right.
That song gets me so hype every time. I'm so excited
Every
to play
time I
D&D.
get chills. It's like the song, the Tyler, it's all just, you know?
Aw,
I
thank
am
you.
so excited to play D&D all the time.
It is the game of games.
Hi, Prince.
So we are going to start out exactly where we left off.
All right, let's do
No,
it.
that's not true.
Oh.
Oh,
I lied. We're starting off with fun facts. Psych! So we're gonna start out. We're gonna start out at, let's see, who's in the queue right now? Raven, you're first. Raven, do you have a fun fact about yourself for us?
sure. I have a fun fact.
Oh.
Raven doesn't know how old they are, and like at all. We have a general idea because I started keeping track a couple years in because I was like, might want to keep track of the seasons here, but don't actually know my age. So
All right.
who
That's
really
pretty cool.
knows?
You're not like a minor, though.
No. I'm like probably between like 24 to 29, somewhere in there. We don't know.
That was a place to take it. All right. So Raven, you're in the back of the queue now. Juniper is not here. Admiral Grog Blossom Hardtack. Do you have a fun fact about yourself for us?
Yeah. So Grog Blossom really goes a long way because he's always red, but he's always drunk. But at this point, he's drinking so much that he kind of has reverse sobriety. So like, if he drinks water, it really fucks him up. He needs to just be only drinking the grog, or else
Okay.
he's not stable. Yeah.
Nice. That's very Bender. I like that.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Diedrich, do you have a fun fact for
Yeah,
us?
I actually thought about this yesterday. I think Diedrich has a bunch of stick and poke tattoos from the kids in the neighborhood.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
just like all over, just a bunch of little tiny stick and pokes from like, his fellow street rats.
Nice.
Should be sloppy smiley faces and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're like really dumb. There's like a pair of dice.
Heart on the top of the foot.
yeah, exactly.
A slice of pizza on the leg.
Just
you
like
know.
just one 4-leaf clover on his wrist. Yeah.
It's like clover, and then like.
It's like whenever you're trying to write on a poster and you run out of room.
Yes.
You're just like,
Absolutely.
It's like, oh my god, here's the other leaf. Oh god. Yeah.
You have like exclusively Friday the 13th tattoos, but like from some pretty sketchy places. You just have like a hodgepodge.
Chat says weed leaf. I love it.
Oh my god, that's
Exactly.
perfect.
Just
But
super
it's actually
cringe.
a maple leaf. The
Yeah.
guy didn't have a good reference.
Super cringe teenager stick and poke tattoos for
Oh
sure.
my God. Amazing. And then actually, Gresham, do you want to? You know what? Well,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maybe do
I
like a
was
whole
in the-
intro.
Yeah, well, we'll get to me when we get to me. But
Oh,
I was
yeah.
in Girl Scouts as a kid, but I only got to Junior Chipmunk.
I fucking love that. Oh my god. I can't give you a hero point before you've even. All right, so we're gonna start exactly where we left off. Now we're starting exactly where we
Okay.
left off. Raven has the scrap, the scrap of paper that Raven was holding from Juniper is on the floor. Raven is currently just getting her bow on, putting the arrows in the quiver, packing everything up. Diedrich, Hardtack, the two of you simultaneously have seen this note from Juniper. It says, "Don't follow me. I'm sorry." Or, "Don't come after me. I'm sorry." Mikhail is also dumbfounded. She just kind of looks at the note and she looks up at Raven. She's like, "What does this mean?"
This means we're going to save our friend.
I don't know if you. It says, "Don't come after. Don't come after me."
We're obviously not gonna follow that rule.
In my experience, though, I mean, X marks the spot, right? We were given instructions. Perhaps we should follow them. I don't know.
Listen, Jay wants us to take care of ourselves, but like out of all of this, we need to go take care of her. We need to go. Like you can stay here if you don't want to come, but I'm going.
What?
Uh-oh.
That was weird.
It's the way we all shifted.
Hi, besties. Bloopers. It's the blooper reel.
You ever RP so hard that the DM leaves? Sorry.
It's okay. What is Raven?
The last thing I heard was Jay wants us to take care of ourselves.
What is Raven doing right now? Like, where is Raven? Are you standing and holding the note? Can you like describe the scene a little bit for me, Raven?
Sure. So, quiver on, things ready to go. I'm like halfway out the tent already. I'm ready to go. I'm out the door basically, because I'm mad and I'm angry that we aren't all just like ready to go. Because at this point, Jay just wants us to take care of ourselves, but like we need to be there. We need to be there for them, like they were there for us. So, I'm going. You can stay if you want to stay, but I'm going now.
Raven, Diedrich pulls Raven aside, and Mikhail and Hardtack are just, like looking at the note, talking to themselves, I assume, and then I'm gonna go and just like kind of pull Raven aside a little bit. I know that she's like beelining it away. Maybe Diedrich kind of jogs after her, and I just want to be like, what is going on, Raven? Where did Juniper go?
I don't know exactly, but I have a good idea, and I wouldn't be alive if it weren't for Jay. I gotta go. We gotta go.
I mean, I like Jay too, but we just met her. I just met you.
I understand. If you don't want to come with, I understand, but I have to go, and I don't have time to sit here and hash out the details with you, but they're in danger. I'm in danger. I want to go. I want to go save her. I don't know what might become of me if I do, but I can't just sit here and let it happen.
Diedrich, before you do that, Diedrich is gonna pull Penny the snail out of Diedrich's pocket, hand it to Raven. Just hold on a second. I'm not gonna let you go alone. Just wait 1 second. Take Penny. Penny will just keep you company, and then jogs back to Michaela and Hardtack.
So while that's happening, Hardtack, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was going to see if there's any sort of like investigation or looking at the note for any additional things that might be included on it.
Yeah. Why don't you roll me an investigate? Oh, okay. 24. Not half bad. So, this is most certainly in Juniper's handwriting. The way that it is written, you can tell that because you've read so many ransom notes in your time, you know exactly what a ransom note looks like. And this is a note that Juniper wrote of their own volition. This is something that, like, while it was written hastily, there are certain ways that the penmanship is being written that you can tell this was written as an act of desperation.
Okay.
I'm not sure what else you're looking for, but
No, that's looking for anything really. I'm just fishing in the
okay.
dark. But
yeah.
I think Hardtack is talking to Mikhail, and now Diedrich, who's come over and says, like, from what I can tell, she was not forced into writing this note. This is not her captors saying, write this, don't come back. She truly has meant for us to not follow her.
But what are we gonna do?
Wait,
We're
no,
just gonna go back to our lives? Or we're gonna go back to just doing what? We're gonna just sit here? We're gonna let our friend probably die if we don't go? What do you mean?
No, I'm not saying that. Not saying that. But
Listen,
what I am
Raven.
saying is
Raven is gonna go with or
need to
without
know-
us. We cannot
Right.
just let Raven go alone.
we need to know more about what we're going up against. Who are we following? Who are
Raven,
we...
do you promise to tell
information.
us what the hell is going on if we help you save Jay?
I can tell you what I know, which isn't very much. Can you take your snail back?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you your snail back. Okay. I can tell you what I know, but I don't know that much. But all I know is I wouldn't be alive if it weren't for her. I wouldn't be here. So what am I gonna do? Like, I have nowhere else to go. I can't go home.
Hardtack, we can't
So-
let her go by herself.
We can't. I guess we go.
Diedrich starts
I wish
packing
we
up.
knew more about. I wish we knew more about who we're following here and what we're up against. But
Here's what I know. I know they're in the forest. I know that they're dangerous. I know that Jay was leaving them. That's kind of the length of what I know. I don't know very much, but they know about me. So they're
probably more of what we saw in Ogsleep, I'm assuming.
probably more of
Diedrich
that.
starts to nudge Admiral Hardtack with an elbow. Come on, old man, adventure awaits.
I'm kind of slowly bending over, and he's just trying his darndest to pack as quickly as possible, but he's dropping things, he's fumbling a little bit.
Diedrich helps.
He puts his hand on his back as he lifts his pack up and bends back up to sling it back over.
So you're going the Uncle Iroh route is what I'm hearing from
Yeah,
this.
I mean, like,
I just slept on the ground, and I haven't camped in years. I'm used to lovely hammocks below the deck of a ship, not the hard rocky ground. I'm so sorry.
I like the
that it's taken me
idea.
a while, and my joints are a bit rusty this morning.
I like the idea that hardtack has the opposite of sea legs on land, like is very uneasy and like trips over
That's
stuff
exactly
on
the case.
land.
Yep.
so like Mikhail like just kind of takes your pack, hardtack, and slings it over, and just looks at you. She's like, "I saw you destroy like a lot of rocks the other day. God," and she just like starts going. Raven, you're taking point on the tracking because you know these woods. However, as you are continuing on, we get a flashback
Ooh.
of Raven when she was growing up, and there's a shot of Raven standing outside of out of your cave. You're sharpening arrows, and you hear a rustling in the trees nearby, and you quickly reach for your bow. You draw the string back. You've got your fingers on the arrow ready to release, and you see Juniper walk out, poke her head out from behind a tree. She has an armful of food. And we do a quick cut of the two of you eating. And we hear Juniper talk to Raven.
Raven, listen to me. This is really important. Whatever you do, don't ever go into that section of the forest. I can't explain more, but it's not safe. It isn't safe for you, and you won't make it out alive.
And so, this was after Raven, you had asked Juniper if you could see where they live. And that was your response. You will die if you go there, is what she told you. So keeping that in mind, you've decided to brave it anyway. Eventually, you get to a part of the forest that you do recognize, if not on the periphery of your memory. Raven, I need you to roll me a perception check.
You got it, boss.
Alright. There's a rustling up ahead. What do you do?
Does anyone else hear this? It's just Raven.
Just Raven.
Okay.
Let me
Let me just like. I wasn't ready. Okay. What do I want to do? Can I detect magic?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to use, alright, so you use one of your spell slots, ticking that down, you detect magic. You put your hand on the ground, and you're taking a deep breath, syncing your breath with the very air flowing around you, and as you exhale, you open your eyes, and you see that there is the magic of nature all around you, which is something that you're used to seeing. It's a faint green glow that surrounds basically anything in the forest. However, up ahead behind the bushes, you see black. It is sickening looking at it. And it is smaller, and it's moving towards you, and it's moving fast. And then you look behind, and you see more black. It looks like something solid with many things coming out of it, crawling very quickly towards you. What would you like to do?
Can I see if can I turn to the group and see if there's a place to hide? Like, is there anywhere around us that we can just try and get off the main path to see?
You could climb trees, but you're not even sure if they're approaching very quickly.
Okay.
So you tell us.
Can I tell the group that something's coming quick and
Are there trees?
You're surrounded by trees.
Can I? Is it fast? Are they too fast for me to try to climb a tree and get a look?
You basically all have time to do one thing before that's here.
Is climbing a tree and having a look at what's coming to things?
You can climb a tree.
Okay.
You do one of those things.
I'd like to climb a tree.
Okay, roll me an athletics. Okay, yeah, you climb a tree.
Okay.
Climbing a tree is not hard for you. You're
Thanks.
used to climbing things.
Thank you.
What would the other two of you like to do? Mikhail also climbs a tree.
Raven, you just turned around. You were like hide, right? That's what just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I try climbing a tree? I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
I would also use climb.
Yeah. Go for it. Oh my god.
I climbed that tree so fucking
You climbed
good.
the shit out of that tree.
Climb to the top of the tree.
Yeah.
It's my tree.
Yeah, that's your damn tree. Yeah, you absolutely do that. Hardtack, what would you like to do?
So I can't climb a tree. I'm very certain of that.
This poor man on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm like, I see Raven and Dietrich and Mikhail just up in trees, and I'm like, shit. Is there anything on the ground that I could hide behind?
Get you a bush, bestie.
You could hide behind a tree, maybe. If you want to roll a stealth.
Are we able to so Raven has told us something's coming.
Yeah.
At this point, Raven's in a tree, Dietrich's in a tree, Mikhail's in a tree.
It's basically
Do we see it yet? Or is it still not seen by us right now?
You know what? Now you see it. It is here.
Okay.
Took too
There
long.
are.
I'm trying
They
to get
have
creative.
arrived. There are dozens of what look like skulls with these moldy vines going all through the eye holes and wrapping around them, and they're using the vines to rapidly crawl. And they're getting closer, and they just scurry out of the brush, and seeing only one target, they all run toward Hardtack. And they're getting very close to you, Hardtack. You almost don't have time to react when, coming from another part of the brush, a part where they came from, these creatures came from, there is a blinding light, a flash, and you hear words being spoken. What are those words that are being spoken?
Oh no!
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm sorry, what?
Gresham yells, "Be gone!" and echoes his voice in a harmonic tone. Oh!
Oh my god.
Incredible vibrato.
Yeah, the line.
word.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. Please tell me you say that in character. That's an in character line. No, incredible.
Bravo!
Like that's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. And so instead of charging at you, Hardtack, they seem to sense whatever's happening behind them and just scatter. And they just like scatter, crawl away as far as possible.
Gross.
And coming out of the brush, Gresham, is this the correct what you have submitted? Is that what you want to present yourself?
Yeah,
Beautiful. Coming out of the brush is a very friendly-looking creature who also stands at about... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you do it. Gresham, would you want to describe yourself?
Yeah. Well, I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm a Firbolg, so you see me kind of lumbering through the trees coming out, and I stand over 6 feet tall. You know, about 6'3", 6'4". I'm a pretty kind-hearted person, as you can tell. You know, you don't see a dude just wandering through the woods wearing yellow armor or nothing. You know, for show. It's usually come look at me kind of thing. But I'm a pretty friendly guy. I don't like dead things. I'm actually out here trying to investigate that, but I think this is, turning into exposition, less character description, so I'm going to hand it back over to the Dungeon Master now.
I love to think that Gresham is just saying all this out loud, and he's just like, everyone sees him, he's like, oh, I'm kind of a tall guy, and, I don't really like that thing.
Hardtack kind of looks up just a bit, like, kind of nodding, and still taken aback from this tall person and his harmonic vibrato singing and saving him from these skull vine creatures.
I'm a big fan of there's nothing to fear as long as you got a smile on your face, you know?
Oh my god!
Yeah, so...
Diedrich from the tree, who are you?
Well, I guess, my name's Gresham. Who are you? What are you guys doing out here? There's not things that you should be around out here.
I'm Charlie. That's, Rascal. Points at Raven. And, that right there is, Grumpy Man Gil.
You got some really fun pet names for your friends.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Well, what are you guys doing here?
I look to Raven as if, like, asking her to explain what we're doing out here and why everybody else is in a tree and I'm just standing in the middle of it.
Diedrich does not get down from the tree.
I think Raven would hop down from the tree, gracefully, of course.
Mikhail follows suit as well.
Nice.
Diedrich is still, yeah, no.
Hardtack just like lovingly watches Mikhail fall from the tree. Like you just kind of see a bit of a crush in his eyes.
Not both of us having such a strong crush on Mikhail though, because Dietrich also has a crush.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to explain. Hi, rascal. Apparently, we're on a rescue mission. Do you happen to know the direction and where to go for some druids? Do you just happen to know anything about some druids?
Well, not druids. I'm hunting necromancers because I don't know if you noticed the skulls on those things that were
I
terrorizing
did notice
you.
the skulls.
noticed
Thank
them.
you also, by the way, for saving
Yeah.
our friend.
We could have
He
taken
couldn't
him.
quite scale the tree.
But what? Your friend's missing because of druids? That's not.
That's all.
normal for
Doesn't really
druids, I
matter.
think.
Doesn't really matter. We don't really have a lot of time here. But I want to thank you for saving our friend because that was wonderful, and you seem lovely.
How tall did you say
but-
Gresham was?
I thought you were trying to close off this conversation. I'm sorry. What I was going to say is, the skulls had the vines through them, and necromancers usually don't have the vine stuff. That's normally a druid thing. You think that
Hardtack's eyes kind of light up a little bit because his memory is not too strong, but he then remembers, we just fought some very necromancy, grassy, naturey things, and there was the guy with masks. What was his name?
What was his name? Dietrich says in
Mikhail-
character from
Mikhail's
the
like,
dream.
it was the Guardian.
The Guardian. Yes, the Guardian.
called-
Yes.
yeah,
Have you seen those before?
guardian?
Well, no,
He's
like
a
the
necromancy dude?
they were necromanced soldiers, and they had like vines in this black goop and like roots
Sounds
and
terrifying.
what?
I have
You
no
know
idea
what
what
those
it is,
mean?
but it sounds like something I
Sounds
would
similar.
not like.
Okay. He's kind of a little bit defeated that he doesn't have an answer to his question because he struggled so hard to get it out.
What I feel like though is the vinies and the skulls. I think there's some overlap in our cause here. I think if your friend is missing in these woods, there's a pretty good chance that they're trying to be used as some sort of fodder for some sort of experiment. Because the skulls in this forest, things with those shapes of skulls don't normally live out here, so they're being taken in from somewhere. I was asked to come out here and investigate what would be plaguing this forest in that regard, so if your friend's missing, there may be a good chance that they're wherever I'm trying to track down. With that said, this is a big woods, and I'm not from these woods, so if you guys are from nearby or want to help, that may be helpful for everybody.
Hardtack kind
Oh,
of slaps his knee at the joke a little bit, just like, from these woods.
Dietrich jumps down from the tree and scurries up to Gresham, who is very tall, yes,
Yeah.
and is like, "What do you get at it? How can we trust you?" I keep reading to Dietrich. How can we trust you?
Lad, and Gresham puts his big hand on his head and tussles his hair a little bit in between his horns. Well, as they say, two heads is better than one, and in this case, it's he counts on his fingers. Four heads better
5.
than one. Well,
There's one
5.
more.
Yeah,
There's an
sorry,
NPC. Yeah. I need a picture of Mikhail.
I have to count on my fingers. I forgot to count myself. That's why we need more than one head. You see?
Dietrich turns around, looks at Raven, and goes, "I like him."
You said you're working for somebody?
Yeah, I'm
who
from
are you working for?
the Temple of Helm. I'm a cleric, so I work for the temple. I'm an acolyte. I work for the church, but they kind of let me live out in the woods because, I'm blue, and some people are a little scared of that in church. So I work
I'm
out the
purple.
woods, make the big
Hardtech is red. Like, you are in
We're a
good
colorful
company.
group here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get it. We're part of, the chromatic crowd. They're not too into us as far as like normal church faring folks.
Ah, shit.
I say he can come along. It would have been very useful to have you with us a day or two ago when we fought those terrible creatures. So I'm on board.
Oh yeah, no, I'm also really big, so I hit things really hard too. So
Good.
That's helpful.
I see that.
on
Yes.
occasion.
Yes.
I like him. We're keeping you. Diedrich goes up to Gresham. Hey, can I get on your shoulders? To see better?
Yeah.
Ah, hell yeah.
This is not the first time I've carried someone on my shoulders. This has happened several times before.
Gresham, I forgot about that. Oh my god, Scooter, I forgot about that. That is literally a callback to the. Never mind. Anyway, it's fine.
It's just something that Sunday likes doing, I guess.
I do. I totally forgot. Literally, my last character was like 3 feet tall and got on Gresham's shoulders a lot. I totally forgot that was the thing. Yeah, Diedrich climbs on your back for sure.
So,
I imagine it's kind of like a cat trying to climb up someone, especially with his scarf thing. It's just kind of like.
Yeah, do you want me to roll for like a strength or something for it and see if I fall the fuck off?
I mean, I was gonna give it to you, but you
Okay.
can if you want. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, Gresham, do a strength. See if you carry me. Are you clumsy?
Oh no, the onus is not on Gresham
Okay,
to do this. This
so-
is not.
Okay, athletics on me then. What do you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why don't you do?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
So this goes about as well as you think it would.
Yeah, okay.
Diedrich tries to climb
Laughs.
and just like falls on the ground and
On second thought, I'm gonna walk.
No. Gresham laughs as he falls. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna princess carry you.
just like
Leans over to pick him up.
that's amazing. Oh my god. Perfect.
Hey, where are we going? You lead the way. You seem to know where.
Gresham is Diedrich is in heaven. Diedrich is lounging in Gresham's arms like a hammock. Oh my god.
Mikhail is just like, oh my god.
Diedrich winks at Mikhail.
You guys
She just,
found
like-
a literal child wandering in the woods.
Literally, a
Just
giant
dumb
child. Yeah.
Mikhail walks a little forward to Raven and she says, all right, where to now? Onward?
Yep. At this point, I think Raven is just exhausted
Yeah.
from having to intake having the thought of I left my friend down there. If this stranger wouldn't have come along, who knows what would have happened to. And so I think there's some guilt there, but also this new person just so happy-go-lucky, not the same kind of vibe as Raven. So I think
Very serious.
Nice.
I'm ready to keep it moving,
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so you continue on. Just kind of doing a banter. Eventually, you get to the outskirts of the area that Juniper told you not to go to. And you see that there are motes of grass that are dead and withered, where and not just grass, but it looks like someone just took a paintbrush and just dead grass, dead plant, and just in
Jackson
swaths.
Pollock just.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Jackson Pollock painting of death. And you come to pretty much the spot that Juniper was like, don't cross here. And there is
I've heard of a line in the sand, but
Artak again just kind of bends over, chuckling. And... I like this guy. I like you.
there is a great tree, and it's got a huge trunk, 2 giant branches that come out on either side, and these vines that hang over it. And as you approach, Raven, the tree begins to move. And its head, the vines move, parting like hair as you see these 2 glowing eyes look up at you. And you look at the ground, you see that the motes of death converge on this tree. And Gresham, you recognize what you're seeing. This actually reminds you of like leftover excess energy from your trip to the Shadowfell. That this area might have taken a little longer to heal, and while it is healing because there are only swaths of these death patches rather than everything is dead, it is still taking time to heal. And this tree... Yeah, go ahead.
Am I supposed to assume that the strains of death in the grass are trailing the roots of the tree, or is it purely random?
Why don't you roll me in nature? Nice. They seem to be converging on the tree.
Okay. I also was making sure I didn't have like a GM mode on Beyond 20. That was just auto rolling 20s.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so they're converging on the tree.
Yes.
So if you guys see the spooky tree with the eyes, the dead grass, it's all converging on it. If you guys haven't noticed, spooky eye tree with a lot of dead grass. Probably has something to do with the spooky skull vine things that we all saw earlier. That said, you should probably be cautious around this tree.
The tree, the branches detach from what they were kind of growing into and sprout these finger-like appendages. And it plants its hands on the ground and looks up at all of you.
Is Diedrich still in Gresham's arms? Okay, Diedrich does like a protect us, Gresham. Protect us.
You could say this is a enticing situation. And he tosses Diedrich so he can do battle.
Diedrich lands
That
on his butt.
joke didn't really land, but
Diedrich lands on his butt and is very sad about it. Yeah, like I imagine he just like literally like
Plop. Just plop.
Oh, Diedrich loves the himbo for sure.
So the tree, it kind of looks up at all of you, and it opens its mouth, and you just hear this like, and then it like puts its hands down on the ground.
do you think it slept wrong?
I can relate. He kind of hits his back again.
Yikes.
Well, maybe it was the wind. I mean, it could be an old tree creaking, you know?
Yeah, it does sound like the old planks of the boat rattling together on a rough sea.
I've never been to boat. I've been out to sea.
Oh, let me take you sometime. It'd be
Okay.
wonderful.
The
We're just having a conversation in front of this spooky tree.
Mhm.
'cause
Mikhail's
We don't
like,
know how to
oh
process
my,
There, it
oh my
won't be
god.
spooky.
Would I be able to like roll for perception maybe to like look at more like to see if I can see more about the tree
Yeah.
or like surrounding
Absolutely.
area,
Yeah,
more
go for it.
information?
Yeah, roll me a
I
perception.
think I would like some more information, please.
Oh my god, 20s all around. This is cool. So observing the tree and observing all of the patches that are converging on it, it looks as though the patches of dead grass are thicker as they approach the tree. That new grass seems to be growing on the edges of these patches. And the tree, as it moves, parts of it are like sloughing off. And every time you look at it, the tree kind of raises its arm at you and then puts it back down on the ground.
Gresham sees it's struggling, and I would like to try to communicate with this guy, because I could do that.
Oh my god.
Beast and Leaf.
Cool.
Jeez, that's cool.
Yeah, I figured I'd be a good stand-in for the druid for this session.
Nice.
Buddy, you sound like you're struggling. What's going on? Gresham says to the tree, expecting a response.
So, to all of you, it makes that sound again, but to you, Gresham, you hear pain.
Oh yeah, you look like you got something going on with your lower lumbar, or your lower lumbar, if you will. I'm sorry, you're probably not in the mood for jokes. So
Gresham is gonna give this guy a chiropractic
you?
session to and that's how we're gonna get out of combat.
Oh my god. The tree, it reaches its hands up and it begins to just brace itself against other objects, and it shakingly pulls itself upright, and embedded inside of it seems to be some kind of shard of some dark stone. Looks like a sharp wedge of something.
Oh wait, I remember this. You guys remember that childhood story? Gresham looks over his shoulder nonchalantly. You guys remember that whole thing about the mouse and the lion and the thorn? The whole thing? I think we could get this guy to be our buddy. And Gresham walks up to the, giant tree nonchalantly, puts his hand on the crystal. I think if I pull this thing out, he's gonna be my buddy.
Gresham, roll me a constitution save.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Do not touch the...
Alrighty
my god!
So Gresham's just like, yeah, I think this will be my buddy. And you put your hand on it, and there's this wave of dark energy as Gresham gets blasted backward about 10 feet, crashes into Mikhail, crashes into Hardtack, and Gresham, you're going to take 7 points of necrotic damage. And you look at your hand where you touched the dark stone, and there are these purple-black veins on your palm.
Oopsie daisy.
The tree collapses, and it just utters that sound, and you hear pain.
So
it's in pain
maybe
when we touched
to not pull it out.
Did we get the impression that it's trying to inflict pain, or that it was in pain when the crystal was touched?
It Gresham explains that in tree, the guy was saying is in pain. I don't know if he was saying that he wants to give us pain or that he's in pain, but with the way that he was enunciating, I would assume that he was in pain. He revealed the thing in his chest. I was just using context clues here.
Yeah, that he's in pain, not...
You are now coming to the conclusion with the spooky eyes and stuff that he actually wants to give us pain.
No, I'm starting to think that maybe... Okay, so...
But Gresham, he needs the shard out of him, yes?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that if we're trying to help him, we need to remove the shard, or if he's trying to not help us, we need to do something to the shard. That's probably a focus of some kind.
Tyler, I want to try to sneak and get closer to the shard.
Okay.
Without being seen by the tree creature.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, roll me a stealth.
Oof. I have a +4 to my stealth, bestie. A 7 is abysmal.
So, yeah, you're walking up to it, and your foot squishes on a piece of dead tree that you thought was a solid root, but it just squishes like a pear, like an old pear, and the tree just kind of like whips its head up and looks at you.
It doesn't attack though.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't attack. It looks like it tries to move its arms, but it looks like it is incredibly weak now.
Weak?
How?
Incredibly weak?
Yeah.
We're hurting it?
Well,
Or the
it looks
shard
like it's
is
okay.
hurting it. I have a feeling that we need to take this shard out.
Or destroy it?
Or I feel like destroying it might be very either dangerous or I mean, he kind of Hardtack looks over to Gresham's like, do you know what would happen if we were to explode? And he kind of winks the shard. Or...
So I guess Gresham recollects what of his, formal clerical training he can remember. He's peace domain, so most of his study is really in healing and just, making buddies of people, making people happy. So he's trying to think about what he knows about the undead and what relate to it. Should I roll religion in this case, or?
Yeah. Why don't you rolling a religion? And this is like knowledge of the shard and like how to
right.
stop
Whether
it.
or not like destroying the shard will cause some sort of catastrophic damage to it or us.
Yeah. So things of this nature. In your studies, you've learned that there are certain things that their very presence causes harm, and the closer that organic matter gets to it, the more harm it causes. Sometimes that harm can become catastrophic, at least in a very small concentrated area. That if, there are some things, and you correlate it to what you're looking at, that specifically react to organic matter.
Okay.
We're
So
literally all organic. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's going to be so much worse, so I want to pitch it before I role play it.
I got an
I
idea
have a
too,
good
and I want to role play it regardless of whether it's good or bad.
Okay,
Can we, like,
Gresham, go
Can we,
for it.
like, group huddle.
I was
Yeah,
gonna,
like,
yeah,
try and
that was gonna be
discuss
my
what we're
idea. Was that like
gonna do.
we all hold hand? No, literally, like we
Team.
fucking like Avengers hold hands, and Gresham grabs it and tries to pull it out, and we all take the Constitution blow, and hopefully it's enough to get the crystal out. Like with all of us holding hands, we could be Constitution enough to get the crystal
I'd
out.
say Hardtack has another idea that would put us not at harm.
Okay,
From my studies, it's organic matter. So
we are organic matter.
And I look at my hand, and it reminds me of the time where, carelessly, I was making my famous spinach puffs, and I pulled them out of the oven without a pot holder and totally burned my hand. So what I'm thinking is if we have some extra fabric or something, I could bundle it up in my hand and try to grab it without touching it at all with my bare hand and see if I'm able to remove it without burning myself.
Okay, what if I just take my rapier and stick it underneath it and try to wedge it out?
I need to be stabbing the tree.
No, if I like got behind the gem and pried it out.
I mean, when you like, if
It's
you have like blemishes
exposed.
in your skin, when
Hardtack's
you got to
kind of
remove a
stepping away.
blackhead, do you usually stick a needle in it to pull it out?
Sometimes. All right, that's fair.
Hardtack was kind of stepping away closer to the tree as the conversation was happening.
Yeah, I like that we're just
Um,
arguing while you're walking away about what
Right.
to do. Yeah.
I'm walking kind of closer to the
Dermatology.
tree. How like, in terms of height, how where is this shard? Like, is it? I mean,
So
Gresham was able to grab it, so it has to be within.
yeah, so the shard was close to its midsection, which would be like close to the trunk. However, after that blast, the tree fell forward and is now laying on the ground, with
Okay.
Oh,
the shard now facing the ground.
Okay. So Hardtack, I'll role play this out. because he has an idea, but he doesn't want to share it because he's old and just is fed up with the arguing. So he's like, that young ruffian is, and he's walking over. He kind of reaches into his pocket and pulls out the little pouch, and almost as if he's like taking snuff, he takes a pinch of something and tosses it into his mouth and puts the pack back into his pocket, and you kind of see him just like wince a little bit, and whatever he has put into his mouth is gone. He closes his eyes, they reopen, and instead of being the bright blue that they always are, they're now a seafoam green. And you see him kind of open his eyes and look directly under where the tree is kind of hovering over, and a tentacle comes just sprouting out underneath the tree, as if it's trying to wrap around the shard and try to grip it, as to yank it out under Hardtack's control.
So, but
Interesting.
so the tree is still facing down though, right? So like you're not lifting the tree up and then grabbing it, you're just trying to get in
it's
under.
coming from the ground and pulling it out.
Mhm.
And this tentacle, I'm just gonna do a quick little checky poo on
Okay.
what this is.
God, did you guys hear the music timing change right when Hardtack started to put something in his mouth? It was like so epic. Like I saw it play out in my brain as an animation. Like
Yeah, the mood really changes when you put things in your mouth. So, all right, so
It's early into a roleplay session.
Yeah, I threw that out there, so I'm looking forward to the response.
When the tentacle touches the shard, you see like a couple of sparks come out from beneath the tree, but there's no blast or anything. The tentacle doesn't seem to be made of organic matter, and so you have a firm grip on it. But because of the way the tree is positioned, you can't pull it out because there's nowhere to go. So you get the feeling that you would need to physically move the tree, and then the thing would just come out.
Slide out.
okay.
What would the rest of you
And
like?
Hardtack turns. I think I've grabbed it, but we can't. We need to move the tree. I don't think I can do that again. But does anybody else have an idea? I'm a big, strong man. How about you?
Gresham would like to look around for a log that he can hold with two hands to try to put under the tree and lever up to roll it forward.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So around the area, you do find something. It might need to work in tandem with something else. Mikhail goes to Raven. She says, "Can you tie a rope around something and shoot it on something? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how archers work. Isn't there? I don't know. Leverage. I'm good with math."
You
Terrible
fucking
at
nerd.
math, Bessie.
Diedrich wants to take his rapier and try to help Gresham with the log by kind of sharpening one of the edges, beating so that it can maybe be wedged better.
Okay.
I mean, we can go back to Raven while I'm doing that, but
Yeah. I'll say that. So Diedrich is just poking it.
oh yeah, I forgot my rapier's just a tiny little
It's a small
mosquito-
sword. It's a
Okay,
needle.
all right, I'm
Only
using
the
my
Randy doesn't have
dagger.
a
I'm using my
sharp
dagger.
It's a poking
A
weapon.
rock. I'm using a rock.
Okay.
He's just two hands smashing it. onto the-
Yeah, no,
We
really
don't need
though.
a large rock
Smasher,
to
I
make
mean,
the
you
lever
know.
action work. So
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rope. Do we have rope?
Yes, yeah, you have
Okay, sick. Is it possible for me to use an arrow to kind of shoot a rope over another branch so that we can kind of pull it to lift? If we were to tie, I'm thinking if we tie the rope to the hand. Sorry, my brain's working very hard right now. Tie it, right? I shoot over a branch if there's a branch, and then we can just big strong pull so that the hand lifts. possibly. I don't know.
You can absolutely do that.
How does that work?
Yeah. So between these two efforts, we see Gresham with the log. Dietrich has used a rock to kind of pound the log into place. Raven has tied a rope around one arm of the tree and shoots the arrow around the branch of a very strong-looking tree. Hardtack has got the arrow, catches it on the way down, and is holding it down with all of his weight. And
I call, Mikhail, come over and help me. And then she kind of,
I don't know what I'm gonna. Okay, and she kind of like hesitantly like does one of these around you, and is like, okay, here we go. There. One.
I'm just like,
3. Good. And at the same time, Gresham pushing down, Mikhail Hardtack pulling with the rope. The tree gets pulled up, and the tentacle holding fast to the shard, it comes right out. What would you like to do with the shard? I'm assuming you're moving it out of the way before the tree just comes back down again.
yeah, if the tentacle can move whilst holding, I would try to like move it away from the group and everybody else, like sufficiently far away from.
That's fine. Yeah, so you move it away. The tree lands on the ground. You see an almost instant change. The moats, the swaths of death around the tree, grass begins to sprout from these moats, this black energy. Raven, your while you don't have detect magic active anymore, no, it's like 10 minutes. No, it's 10 minutes. It's not active anymore. But you can sense that you hear crickets again. And you smell, instead of smelling like the sickeningly sweet rotting fruit smell, you smell like fresh cut grass. And the tree begins to change. The dark vines sprout and erupt in this green fire, like leaves and vines, as it completely changes. And when it looks up again, it is a different looking creature entirely.
He's got really smooth skin for a tree man.
The wood creaks and groans, but not in the painful, sad way that you had heard before. This time, it's as though it's stretching, cracking its non-existent knuckles. And it looks up at all of you. Its eyes are now blazing with life. And it opens its mouth. And this time, you all hear that same, like, whoa. But Gresham, this is the sound of gratitude.
Oh, nice. Here's the line, guys.
And it's like, whoa. Thank you.
Long day, huh?
Long year.
Year? Oh, crap. I'm sorry I'm late, huh?
Just a little.
Well, you've been around for a few hundred. Must have been a blink of the eye, if you do that. I'm not sure.
Yes. It begins speaking in common. As it says, it has been the longest, shortest moment of my existence. And it looks at you, Gresham, and it puts a giant hand on your shoulder and gives like pat, pat, pat. And it looks at Raven and it says, I have seen you before. Yes. You wandered these woods for many years.
Nod.
You know, tree
I'm very
daddy?
pleased with the talking tree.
Um,
The tratty, if you will.
oh my god. And it says, what brings you here?
We're looking for our friend.
Friends. Yes, yes. Living young things passed by here just this morning. Druids, friends. They could not help me. But you did.
Wait, druids passed by here and they didn't bother to help you?
Could not.
So they tried, but they didn't succeed?
Yes, made it a bit worse. Tried pulling that thing out.
Were
Could
they
not.
injured like old Gresham here?
Yes. Yes.
Did they leave of their own volition, or I imagine if they were druids, they probably took note of the situation if they couldn't succeed, and did they say something about planning to return back to the site here?
Said they would consult their elder. And then it kind of like chuckles, it's like, ha ha ha, elder.
You know, that's more of a title than a literal assignment, if all things matter here.
Hardtack is again chuckling.
So many tree puns tonight.
And so
Diedrich kind of whispers to Raven, I thought the druids did this to this tree.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hardtack overhears them. Says, "Do you know who did this to you?"
Not too long ago, something was pouring in from somewhere else. I heard dread, deceive, shadow.
Does the tree shrug
big
in
tree,
character?
And it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah. And it,
What did the
Creak of the wood as it just kind of.
yeah, it's like, oh.
what did the masked guardian say about their master? Diedrich asked the tree, "Do you know anything about Harbinger?"
No. But Harbinger of who? Of what?
Yeah, I guess it's not really a proper noun. There was a guardian that we saved. And they mentioned something about their master. Does that mean anything to you?
Harbinger, Guardian, these are functions, not names.
You're not wrong.
Perhaps.
Well, never mind.
Then Yakety Sax plays.
And then everyone's
Yeah.
leaving. The tree says, perhaps you are looking for a function instead of a creature.
Diedrich
But-
feels like
He's offering you a purpose in life, young man.
yeah, apparently.
He says, but if you are looking for your friend, I can show you.
Can I get on your shoulders?
And it just kind of like looks around. And it's like shoulders.
Can you carry me?
Hardtack just says, "How would you like it if someone climbed all over you?"
I want to be a hobbit in the tree from Lord of the Rings.
To say, this reminds me of my favorite childhood book about the gay halflings.
So Mikhail's like, yes, The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, a book that exists in every universe. And
Which
so,
way did our friends go?
So the tree points behind it, and it, as it does, it reaches its other hand out to you, Raven, and it extends one of its long, gnarled wooden fingers, and it touches you in the forehead. And as it does, you feel like you see these motes of energy, and you get these flashes of traveling through the woods, turning left at a certain tree, circling around a pit that that a nest of vipers lives in, all kinds of things that you didn't even know before. And the tree, just as soon as it was there, you come back to reality. And you know how to get to Juniper. You know how to get to the druids now.
It's awesome.
The tree withdraws its hands, and it says, Intellectus. Now, I thank you. And it goes back. You see it plants its feet into the ground, and the roots just spread into the ground, and it just makes this and the face recedes back into the wood as it closes up again.
Diedrich hugs the base of the tree.
Aww.
Hardtack.
I was like, crap,
really-
I forgot to ask him if he knew that was the last of the corruption here. Or if he... Oh, whatever.
Hardtack
I'm sure
at
we'll
the
find
same-
it with the necromancers.
At the same time, he doesn't really realize that the tree has gone to sleep. He's like, so, and he points over to the tentacle, just holding the black shards. Just, what would you like us to do with that?
Gresham puts his finger to his lip. Hold out your hands really quick.
All of us?
No, he's talking to
Hardtack?
Hardtack. Sorry, I was gonna say stale cracker. That was not right.
I mean, accurate, but
That's amazing. Stale
So
cracker.
yeah, cup
holds
your
out
hands.
his hands.
And Gresham takes out his coin pouch and just empties it into his hands, and the meager handful of coins, I think it's 7 gold that he has, fall into your hands. And he has the coin pouch open. He's like, all right, have your do you want to toss it, or do you want me to walk over to it so you just put it in?
Toss it. Toss it.
Hardtack kind of sneakily pockets the coins for the moment because he wants his hands empty. He's like, oh, I'll bring it over, and Hardtack just kind of looks at Gresham and winks and snaps his fingers, and the tentacle starts kind of roaming through the grass, parting the ground, and it closes back up, leaving a trail of just kind of tilled soil, and it comes
I
over.
imagine it looks like kind of like ripples in water, like it's just kind of
Right.
defying the way that logic works.
Right, and then
Oh,
it
that's fucking
just
cool.
kind of dips it into the bag and unravels around it and leaves it inside.
Perfect. And Gresham
Nice.
pulls the draw cord tight and puts it in his bag. Wherever we end up with this, I know the church is going to want that. So
Yeah, Gresham, you recognize this and the energy it gives off as a remnant of your time in the Shadowfell.
Make sure that doesn't fall in the wrong hands. Obviously, you see what it did to Buddy here, so we're just gonna make sure that's not roaming around out here.
Nice.
I
So
pat the tree as we walk past, just give it
Yeah.
a little like.
Dietrich is still hugging it for like,
Yeah.
come over here and
just
get
to
some
give
love.
it a little, you know.
yeah, you give it a nice pat. Diedrich, you're hugging and just like crying into the
Yeah,
bud.
absolutely.
And so from here, basically where we left off, you are traveling down. Raven is now taking point. Gresham has lit a little pipe and is currently just puffing away as you walk through the forest. Nice. He even has a little sploof so as not to agitate the trees.
As to not agitate the trees.
Yeah,
Smart.
it's-
Smart.
Nor my landlord. Sorry, we're breaking the fourth wall.
Smart.
Your landlord and your land is.
So on.
Lord.
And he does a curtsy.
Oh my god.
This
Oh
has
my
been
god.
literally the punniest episode.
But yeah, no, if I'm in character, I'm making my own theme music as we're walking along, as I'm toking along, just doo-doo-doo, walking with my friends, doo-doo-doo, looking for their friend, doo-doo-doo, smoking my pipe weed with my friends.
Diedrich is like nodding his head along with like the song, but like doesn't
Terribly
realize he's
off
doing
key
it.
as well.
Artak
Intentionally.
legitimately cannot hear what he's singing, so he's just humming sea shanties to himself as he's walking, and the music to everybody else is just conflicting and clashing. And it's terrible.
Raven is rolling her eyes.
I think I got annoyed of the noises, and I'm trying to get as far ahead where I know that they're behind me, but I can still hear upcoming things. I think that's where I am currently.
for sure.
Embarrassed teenager in the parking lot with their family walking to dinner, like you're just trying to walk forward ahead.
Exactly.
Enough
I think my
separate
entire
distance.
personality is annoyed teenager. I think that's what.
Oh my god. Alright, Raven, you can give yourself a hero point.
Oh.
Hell yeah!
Oh wow, that's not intro music time. It's travel music time. Alright, so you continue walking. The land around you is getting squishy a little bit. Yeah, it's almost as though there might be a bog nearby, which is, a little odd. You're in the forest. But Raven, you're unfamiliar with this territory. You're not sure about what the territory is. You just know how to get to where you're going, if that makes sense.
Am I able to, I don't know if this would be perception or nature, but can I try and like infer like maybe where like a water source is, or try and just like learn more about what's kind of ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. So mixing your knowledge of the forest with the intellectus you were just given, you can roll me a survival check with advantage.
Oh my god. 13,
Perfectly
13.
balanced as all things should be. So you,
All
so
of an advantage.
yeah. So what you have gathered from the information that you know and the information that you've gained is that there is a little bit of marshland nearby, just naturally occurring.
Okay.
You also know that the druids, in order to kind of pass into their territory, there is some kind of test.
Okay.
You don't know what it is, though.
Right.
But as you're contemplating that, you do come to a bit of the squishier side. There seems to be a raised platform of dry land. There are 4 shrubberies on the raised dry land. The shrubs, the bushes, seem to be formed into different animals, different creatures. What's more is, it doesn't seem like they were cut that way. It seems as though they grew in that formation.
Okay.
There is a cat, a dog, an owl, and a fox.
Cool.
Okay.
All of them have their heads turned and leaning forward.
Okay. Like ear forward?
ear forward. What's
Okay.
more is you see a little. They have ear holes.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
All the better to
Okay.
hear you with, my dear.
What would you like to do?
What would I
four
like
of you?
to do?
We all
Am
see
I
this,
still
yeah?
ahead, or am I back with the group now?
Oh, I guess you are ahead, aren't you? So yeah, would you like to report this back and just like wait, or just wait for everyone to catch up?
I think I want to go back. I
Okay.
think I want to like do like a little trot back to my group.
Yes.
Hush the singing that's happening because there's a lot of noises.
That's
And-
right, like everyone's fucking singing. Oh
I
shit!
think I
All
want to
right.
relay the cat, the dog, the fox, and what was the
And the owl.
and the owl. Okay. And I want to relay that to the group and have like a huddle away from up there.
You
These
said it was
animals are up ahead. Are these live animals?
No, they are shrubbery that has grown to be that. It does not look as if it was formed that way. They look like they
Yeah,
have
you said
grown.
it was naturally occurring, right?
Yes,
Shrubbery, you say? I
shrubbery.
once had to deliver a shrubbery to
Oh
somebody
my-
in where was it? The land. All they would say once I brought it was "knee." I'm sorry, but go on. Sorry, go.
You cannot canonically
Can I just deadpan, just look at him, just like,
That
that-
happens.
was that worth it? Like, just annoyed.
Oh, I mean, he's got experience in shrubberies. Now we know we can trust him when it comes to the shrubbery stuff. I thought that was helpful.
Yeah. Mikhail is looking at the
I keep forgetting about
shrubbery.
Mikhail.
She's like, why are they like this though?
And
So you said they had ear holes, yes?
Ear holes.
can I recollect if there's any sort of religious significance or any sort of thing like that around these 4 specific animals being aligned like this?
You do not recall that there is anything specifically significant of a religious factor.
Oh, cool.
Man,
But
I don't want to do this, but this is what Diedrich would do. Diedrich goes up to the closest animal ear hole,
It's the cat.
the cat. Listen. Hello.
Nothing.
Nothing happens?
Nothing
Okay.
happens.
Do you think we all have to? There's 4 of us. Oh, there's 5 of us.
Gresham, you do
but-
it. You do it to one of the other ones. You do it to one of the other ones. Okay, ready?
Yeah. So
Well-
I'm gonna go up to the hooty hoo and go, oh, hooty hoo.
Hello.
It is here.
Hello.
So you're-
Hooty hoo.
Hello.
Hooty hoo.
So you make that sound, and the shrubbery, Gresham, it stands upright.
No. Diedrich
Oh.
immediately starts meowing into the cat's ear. Meow. Meow.
Okay. Yeah, you meow into the cat's ear, and the cat shrubbery just
Are you kidding me?
sits
Man.
upright.
Raven, do it to the other. Raven, do it to the other one. Raven, go to the other one and make the noise.
The dog?
Yeah, whatever one's
Okay.
closest to Raven now.
Okay.
Sorry,
And
there's
the
a
last
lot of them.
one
I
you
don't know
said
if I
is
can
a-
remember. You said
it's a
cat,
fox.
dog,
The fox?
owl, fox.
Okay, so
Fox.
Hardtack kind of runs his way over to the fox and goes,
So
I fucking quit. I fucking quit, dude.
the fox shrubbery just like
No! No! This is not
I would have
canon.
accepted a bunch of different ones for the fox.
You have canonically made so much canon this season. I'm really mad. Elmo exists in this world. Monty Python exists in this. I hate you.
"We have our own cabbage man."
We literally have our own Cabbage Man.
That's true. Though in all of
Now
my
we have traveling
campaigns,
bards. who
Lord of the Rings
is the fox
is
Lord of the Rings is canon.
through-
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's in like that's a me thing. Like that's in any campaign I've ever written. The Lord of the Rings is a book by J.R.R. Tolkien in the universe.
Oh my
In
God.
any of your
God
campaigns,
in
is the
your
stuff that
universe is
happened
probably
in Lord of the
Tolkien.
Rings real?
No,
Okay.
no, it's all fiction.
Just a book. Okay.
Yeah, people will be like Sauron. Pfft, what a
Yeah.
lame ass. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, and so Raven, you go up to the dog and you
Barked.
do the bark, and the dog just, and the shrubs all just like go back into the ground,
The hell?
and there's a green path that illuminates through the marshland
That was
that
easy.
seems to illuminate all of the dry patches of ground. And you proceed.
That was
Nice.
I that was a blind guess. I was just being an ass. I didn't
me
expect that to
too.
work.
Me too. Also me.
Very nice.
I was just being rude.
Yep. So you continue on, and what is the marching order of the four of you? Mikhail's going to be in the back.
I assume Raven is
I think
first.
I'm still up front.
Okay.
Our
Cool.
attacks
So-
with Mikhail.
Dope.
I think I should be in the middle.
Gresham and
Okay.
Gresham and Diedrich are probably together. I think Gresham is still, or Diedrich is still, like, you know, vibing to the tunes.
Okay. Nice. So the
Also,
two of
I'm
you are in
big
the
enough to
middle.
hide behind.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, I'll be in the back. I'm
Very
hiding behind
true.
Gresham.
Because I'm
Okay.
pretty sure Firbolgs count a size larger than. I'm pretty sure they count as a large creature.
Yes. Yes.
Does that mean I
is
can
true.
sneak behind you?
Probably.
that mean if I
Oh,
jump
you
out
could
behind-
you could hide behind him,
Cool.
or you could attempt to use him as an
As-
object to hide behind.
Good to know. Good to know.
So Raven, then I need you to roll me a perception check. If you are in the
Got it,
front.
boss.
Aw. Alright, I'm gonna make a little roll. Just a straight up 20. Yeah. Alright, so it's a little late then. So you find yourselves walking through this illuminated path of the marshland when you hear sounds coming from all around you as
Uh-oh.
these skull creatures pop out of the ground,
More of.
Not again.
and for some reason the turn order thing is still not working. Actually, no. Let's try it.
I
Let's
think
try
it
it.
might be working now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna work now. So we're gonna roll for initiative. Click on your token and then click initiative in your character sheet. Oh yes, it's working. Oh yes, it's working now. Oh good. All right, amazing. Oh god, I'm
So
happy.
hype about that.
I'm so fucking happy.
No
Oh
more
my God.
manual initiative.
I did a stream before this and it didn't work, and I was just like, this is fucking bullshit. All right. Oh my god, amazing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Mikhail gets a 22. All
Oh my
right.
God.
That's all right. Not
It's a mighty
necessary. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna start. Mikhail is going to. She puts her hand on Diedrich,
Aha!
and she says.
She
says,
stabbed me again?
"Hey, Diedrich, remember last time?" And she injects you. She takes a little syringe and she just like injects you with something.
And Diedrich
You
goes, "Ah!"
you have advantage on your next attack. Hardtack, it is your turn.
Okay. Hardtack just looks at the closest one that he sees, which I think is going to be this one, and in just utter fear and shock of what had happened last time, just goes and shoots his finger at it in almost like a hurriedly way, with Eldritch Blast to try
Nice.
to attack it.
Nice, perfect. Oh my god!
Destroyed!
God.
That's so
Wow,
much
maximum
damage.
Wow. Yeah. So you point your finger at it, and this brilliant beam of dark sea-colored energy erupts from your finger and explodes this skull. It shatters into a bunch of pieces. The vines kind of writhe a little bit before falling still. Very cool. Very cool. Anything else from you, Hardtack?
He just says, "Ha!" And then it's just like, I won this time.
Yes. Good. All right, Gresham, it's your turn, and then we're gonna go with Raven.
Alrighty, so Gresham takes his shield off of his back and takes his big mace off of his belt. And he's just gonna essentially do a little fancy spin to in front of Raven, and then take a step cross forward here to close distance on the skull. And yeah, he's gonna give them all a little smack.
Nice. A little love tap.
Oh wait, I rolled
There's
damage
no
and
tap,
I didn't
though.
roll the hit. My bad.
That's fine.
Let me hit first. There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Nice. Yeah, you crush most of the skull. The vines try and wrap around your mace, but you withdraw it back just in time. The skull is weakly trying to crawl towards you. It looks as though it is on its last legs? Anything else from you, Gresham?
That'll be it.
Alright, Raven, let's see it.
I'm gonna shoot it up, baby.
Nice.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go for this one.
Nice, yeah.
Kind of far.
Okay. Ooh, nice. Yeah, you line up a shot, you release, and it goes straight through one of its eye holes and sticks to the back, so it's got a little arrow sticking out, and it goes off to the side, but it continues to go in. But that is most certainly some damage. And now it is their turns. So these creatures, they're gonna move. That is... Oh yeah, they're all in range. They're all in range. So they're just gonna converge on you.
Behind us. Oops.
Bye.
Should probably zoom out.
Yeah. Gresham, you're gonna take 2 attacks from these little dudes.
Oh, I'm surrounded.
That's a 17 and a 9.
Only one hits.
Okay. Raven, you're taking an attack from 1. Hardtack, Diedrich, and Mikhail.
Oh, gee.
All right.
Was
So-
Diedrich the 18?
So yeah, it was Gresham, Raven, Diedrich, Hardtack, Mikhail.
Okay. So I'm the 10 that does not hit.
Right. So Hardtack, that's an 18 to hit you. And then I think Raven, I don't think a 13 hits you. A 13
My
hits you.
armor class is 13,
Okay,
so if it
so
Beats it,
that's
beats
an
it,
exact
right?
hit then.
Yeah.
Yep. So Gresham, the one that it's minimum damage. The one that you smashed, it comes up to you and it just kind of like does this a little bit, and you just like interpose your shield, but that leaves room for the other one to come up, and it wraps a viney tendril around your leg, and you feel these thorns just like come out of it and dig into your thigh, just like the meat of your calf, and you take 2 points of piercing damage. Diedrich, you sidestep as these vines come out at you with your rapier. You just like block them.
Nice.
Raven, you were very focused. The one with the arrow, it lumbers up to you, and it tries to poke the arrow into you, which you easily deflect. However, it then reaches up with its vines and actually wraps around your midsection. You feel these thorns poke into your midsection for 6 points of piercing damage. And the rest of them miss. Hardtack,
Wait.
you kind of like hobble out of the way. You're like, ah! As it just misses you. You duck right just in time. It's surprisingly agile for you. Diedrich, it's your turn.
If I try to move past these guys, will I be able to, and they get an attack of opportunity, or am I like blocked in?
You can't move through an enemy square.
Okay.
I will say, sorry to interrupt. I thought
Yeah.
I got hit
Oh, you did?
because I thought the
There's-
last
oh,
one,
right, that was
last
an 18.
11 was Mikhail,
Gotcha.
right?
Yes,
So,
that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
That is
So an
true.
18.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to metagame. I was like, I got
No, that's fair. That's fair. You're going to take 4 points of piercing damage as you think that you nimbly dodged it, but then you look down and your stomach is bleeding a little bit, and you're like, oh, it got me.
Oh god.
All right. Hardtack, you can give yourself a hero point for
Aw.
being,
Yeah,
being a good boy.
For telling.
Yeah, for telling teacher that you had homework, you can give yourself a hero point. Diedrich, it is your turn.
So I
Mikhail
can't-
give you advantage on your attack.
So I can't move through an enemy square, but can I move through a friend square?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go out of here.
Okay. Now,
And-
I will let you know that if you do leave the
Yeah,
threatened square,
all three
they'll
of them?
try and exterminate you.
Are they all three of them have an attack opportunity on me?
2 of them will, because you'll be moving away from the top 2.
You're gonna want to use your bonus action to disengage, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a
you-
bonus action. So do I have to do something first, or can that be?
No. You can use
Okay.
your bonus
Okay.
action.
Great.
before you
Great.
use your
So
actual
I'm gonna
action.
use my bonus action, my cunning action,
Okay.
to disengage, run here, and then run there. I think that's 30. Is that how much I have?
Yes.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah.
I
that's
want
fine.
to hide behind. So I'm out. Let me grab my. Sorry. So I'm out and over. And I'm gonna hide behind Gresham in an attempt to do a sneak attack on the one that's already damaged.
Okay, so you used your bonus action, your cunning action, to disengage.
So sneak attack is a cunning action.
So you don't need to hide
Oh.
because you have advantage from Mikhail. But if you were to hide, you would need to use either your cunning action or your regular action to do so.
To hide. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I got you. But so I don't have
In
to this time.
case you don't need
Right.
to, but yeah, for future reference, you would. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
I think
Got it.
also Daedric wouldn't need to it because I think attacks of opportunity from sneak attack trigger if there's another person within 5 feet.
Cool.
So you don't have to hide as long as you're fighting in close combat with friends to trigger your bonus attacks.
Right.
Okay, great. Awesome. I'm going to try to remember that for next time. So in this case, I'm going to use my rapier to attack the one that was damaged, which I
Oh,
don't know if
no.
that does anything.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
And then do I get to
Um,
roll the sneak attack? Only if I hit, yeah?
Well, yeah, it's only
Okay.
if you hit. But
Okay,
that
so I
was
missed,
double
but
eight.
I'm going to
Yeah.
still try to stay hidden behind Gresham, and that's the end of my
That's
turn.
fine. Yeah. You dive behind Gresham and you try and stab at it, but you dive like a little too hard into Gresham, and you're just like poof, and
Okay.
you stab wildly.
Okay, got it.
All right. So top of the round, there is a slithering sound coming from north of you. Bursting out of the ground are
What?
2 creatures. One of them has a large rope-like vine, sharp, coming out of its mouth that seems to come in and out like a snake's tongue. The other one is a burly-looking boy, a full-fledged, large skeleton covered in vines, and it seems as though the vines are whipping around of their own volition, but the skeleton, it goes like and begins to charge.
Oh my god.
This skeleton, it has to dash. This skeleton dashes over and just like lands right in front of
Absolutely
Raven
not.
and Diedrich and begins to like "Argh!" This creature whips out its vine-like tongue and it stretches all the way over to Gresham.
No!
And Gresham, what's your armor class again?
15.
15. That's an 8. Yeah, you bat it aside with your shield, and then the tongue just like a ruler going back into the spool, it retracts back into its mouth.
Oh my god.
And it like puts its hands on the ground and it's like
Oh my god!
Mikhail's turn. Mikhail
Can
is
Hardtack make a quick quip at Mikhail
Yeah,
before
of course.
she takes her
Yeah.
action?
yeah, speaking of free action.
Yeah, Hardtack just says like, that's bad, but I don't want to hurt you again. So can you like try to move away a little bit? I don't want to hurt you.
And she says, well, you don't have to tell me twice, and Mikhail's going to disengage and move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right over there.
Smart.
That's Mikhail. All right, Hardtack, it's your turn.
So yeah, Hardtack tries to move. Let's say like, let me. Sorry, I'm needing to measure here. Let's say he moves, yeah, right in the middle. I guess just
It's like right one square
here.
over.
Right,
Okay.
just moves one
Nice.
square over. And he does his typical ritual real quick, but he's hurried about it this time. He's like,
Oh god, oh god.
and then he just claps his hands together, and casts Thunderclap to try to kind of
Alright.
attack and push those away. But I don't know if it did much.
They have to make con saves. Alright, DC
Yes.
14 or take 1 point of damage. So that is pass, fail, pass. Alright, so this one takes 1 point of thunder damage. You see there's a mushroom growing on it and just like blows away. Gresham, it is your turn. Unless Hardtack, you got a bonus action thing.
I don't think I do, but the one that does is it. Let me- Okay, this one doesn't move people. You're good. Sorry, I got.
Alright,
them mixed up.
no, you're good. Gresham, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So Gresham sees that there's a lot of these spooky boys around us right now. So
Mhm.
he has his mace already aloft from having drawn it back and having blocked the other guy. So he goes, oh! And he is going to once again do his turn undead.
Okay.
So that's
So-
everybody within 30 feet of us, which is going to be at, I was
All
trying to
of them.
measure it out. It's going to
Yeah.
be all of them that are in
It's all of
close
them.
range.
Alright, so they have to make wisdom saves?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll for the little boys first.
It's a
So-
13 is the check.
Okay. So that's to the one to the left of you, fail. South, crit. To the right of Raven, fail. South of Raven, crit fail. And then top right of Hardtack, fail. Bottom of Hardtack, pass. Alright,
What
so...
about the burly boy?
And the Burly Boy. Burly Boy fails.
Nice. Let's
Nice.
go.
Running
Let's
away
go.
unless you guys hit him.
Yeah. So,
Our
alright, so
hero.
I'm just gonna mark the ones that pass so I can just, like... Because I think there are more that failed than passed. I think this one passed. I think those are the only ones that passed. No, there were... Yeah, there were only 2 that passed. So, these begin to run away. Would any of you like to make attacks of opportunity?
Hell yeah.
I grabbed
Oh,
the one that had the arrow in its eye
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
grabbed it to like whip it at another one just to like maybe do some damage.
Hell
Just-
yeah.
That's fine. I'll
Or
treat
that
that
one of
as...
the ones that isn't already running away.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll treat
yeah,
it as
that-
an improvised weapon.
That specifically, the one that's like right next to me, you know?
Okay, I want you to roll a d20, and we're gonna add your dexterity modifier.
Let's go.
So
Okay.
we're gonna add 2 to whatever d20 you roll. All right, so that's 4. All right, so yeah, so you rip it out of the skull, and you try and throw it at the skull, but it just like turns end over end, just like like thunks on its head, and just like falls to the ground.
That was a great move, though.
That was a great move. Though.
My thought was like I could just grab it from like and just whip it around, you know?
Yeah, no, it was. I like where your head's at.
Ugh.
Diedrich, would you like to make an attack of
Yes.
opportunity? On,
Absolutely. You said
big
in
boy.
close combat, I have like, is attack of opportunity like not? Do I get to do a sneak attack on this?
No.
Like, can I roll extra? Okay. I'm just gonna rapier big boy as he goes away.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Nice. Yeah. You deal 4 damage to him. That's awesome. And then hardtack. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I think since
Again,
it's just close quarters, he's gonna try to dagger it as it
Okay.
goes away.
Nice. Oh yeah. You deal
go.
3 damage. Nice.
He kind of somehow nimbly and dexterily for an old man kind of pulls out a dagger from behind his back and like kind of twirls it through his fingers before kind of jostling it right into the skull as it goes away.
I bet
Nice.
Hardtack is
Alright.
really good at 5-finger fillet.
So the ones that are in, so the ones that didn't take damage continue to run. The ones that did take damage, they stop, and they kind of like turn to look at you.
Hate that.
I tried to stop you, but you guys hit him anyway. It's all good.
Hate that.
It's fine. Raven, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay, my thought, I think I'm gonna shoot Big Boy over here.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
But yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, 13 hits for 5 damage. Nice. Yeah, you land an arrow in its eye socket, and its head snaps back, and then it rocks forward again, looking at you as one of the vines slithers in and pulls the arrow out and snaps it in half.
Ooh.
That's so badass.
And now, and now it's their turns. So they're gonna converge again. This one's gonna run, and it just like chugs right back and starts swinging.
Magnus rushes in.
Yeah. So we'll do little boys first. Little boy's going to attack Gresham. Little boy's gonna. Both of them are going to attack Hardtack. So Gresham, that is a 4. Yeah, no. You just put your foot out and just stop.
Your foot.
And then Hardtack, you're actually flanked, so these are gonna get advantage. So that is a 5 or a 21.
21 hits.
An 18 or a 20. Yeah. So
Both
you're
of those
taking
hit,
2 hits. So Hardtack, that is. Nope. That is no.
Oh my god! Oh my god,
no.
Tyler!
I was like, I'm dead.
No.
All right,
2
that's
points
8
of
of damage.
piercing and then 6 points of piercing. Yeah.
Okay.
They're just swarming around you now. They're wrapping around you, and they're drawing quite a bit of blood.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Hardtack is like he's very stressfully groaning at the moment.
Big boy he brings both of his hands down, one on Diedrich, one on Raven. Diedrich, that is a 19 to hit you.
That hits.
Raven, that is an 8 to hit you. So I'll say that Raven sidesteps the blow, but watches as the fist comes right down on Diedrich's head. Diedrich, you're taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And the tongue zombie, it opens its mouth again unnaturally wide as the snake-like vine shoots out once more and aims for Gresham. Gresham, that is a 19 to hit you.
That do.
All right, that do.
It does that.
It
Do we do?
It do. Oh my god. Yeah. So Gresham, that is 3 minimum damage.
Nice.
Yeah, you're taking 3 points of piercing damage. It looks like it tried to go for your neck, but you shifted your shoulder up, so it did get into your collarbone, but it did manage to avoid something vital. Yeah. Diedrich, it's your turn.
Diedrich is going to disengage from Big Boy and go behind Gresham again, and then take a little stabby stab at Little Guy with a rapier.
Nice. Okay. 13. Oh, yeah. Yeah. How would you like to destroy this thing?
Okay, so Diedrich actually stabs in the nose hole and realizes that it's just like goes into the nose hole and takes the rapier back out and uses the hilt of his sword to smash the skull.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Smasher.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Hardtack is trying to shout. He's
Oh shit! Awesome. All right. So it's Mikhail's turn. Mikhail is going to 5. She's going to shout to Hardtack. She'll be like, "You still want me to stay away?"
This is the last time I'll ask you to stay away, but yes.
Okay. 10.
Hardtack wants to
15. 20. She.
Me again.
She says, "Hey, Diedrich, I hope you like more syringes," and she stabs you with another syringe. So you're gonna add a D4 to your next attack.
Awesome.
Hardtack, it's your turn.
All right. First off, he looks to Raven and he just says, "I'm sorry ahead of time, and does again a little bit slower, but he's still trying to hurriedly put whatever it is in his mouth. And he looks to the two skull things that are still standing there, and he tries to say like, "Oh, please work." And he claps his hands again, but this time a much larger motion to try to clap his hands together.
Oh,
and,
Thunder
and
Wave?
casts Thunder Wave in a 15-foot cube out from him.
I was gonna say,
So,
are we all?
Gresham, I need you to make a Constitution save. Raven, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Nice, Gresham.
It passes. Nice.
Is it half or nothing for Thunder Wave? It's nothing, right? It takes half the damage and isn't pushed. Okay, so okay. So
Is that the right button? I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
That was right. So Gresham, you're going to take 3 points of thunder damage. Raven, you're going to take 6 points of thunder damage. And these boys are going to take... Okay, well that one critted for some reason.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Yeah. Well, so
Stop
that one's going to take
critting.
6.
These
And then
tiny
this
babies
one's going
crit
to
a
take
lot.
3. Yeah. So all the mushrooms have been blown off of these creatures now, and quite a few of the vines as well. They're only on like 3 vines each now, and they're just like writhing and trying to lash out at you. All right.
One of them gets pushed back. Yes.
Oh yes, that's true. That's true.
Please.
This one gets pushed back. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Very true. Gresham, it is your turn.
So Gresham is bloodied at this point. So his mace still glowing with bright light energy. He takes a knee for a second and draws it over him to basically cast an enhanced version of a restoration spell.
Nice.
So-
Nice.
He's casting Cure Wounds as a second spell slot.
Let's go.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
13 hit points. Yeah.
That puts me not at max, but almost.
Nice.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, you feel fucking great. Nice. Raven, it is your turn.
Oh, I was also going to
sorry,
close open with the hulking guy just to try to block its
Yeah.
path
Oh,
of
that's
movement.
fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. Awesome. Yeah, you take a step forward, reinvigorated, ready for battle. Raven, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm wondering, and please tell me if I'm not allowed to do this, but I'm wondering if I can move like slightly to the right, do like a hunter's mark on Snake Tongue Boy up at the top,
Okay. Yeah.
and
yeah.
shoot. It feels
Yeah,
like a lot of
absolutely.
things in
Yeah, you
one
can do
move.
that. Yeah, because
Okay,
your
cool.
movement. Yeah, because you can break apart your actions as however you see fit on your
Okay.
turn.
The
Yeah,
character
so you
I
can
ever
totally-
played was a ranger, and that's super common. Hunter's
Mhm.
mark first, and then you attack.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if I could move like sufficiently away from Big Boy. I'm
Oh, yeah.
I'm very injured, and
Without
so
an
I'm
attack of
scared.
opportunity.
Yeah, well, so if you wanted to move without provoking an attack of opportunity, you could just like take one step to the right.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna move my little baby here,
Nice.
and
So, yeah,
then I'm
you
gonna
take one to the
do
right, cast Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark, and then you
And then-
you can
yeah.
shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
so I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark on that boy up at the top.
Mhm.
I don't know if I
Alright.
needed to click anything. I'm sorry.
No, I haven't marked.
Okay, sick. And then
Nice.
I'm just gonna shoot him.
Oh, so
What?
so there is. Yes. Would you like to use a hero point?
I guess so.
All right, nice. Reroll that attack, baby.
I just reroll.
Yeah, just click longbow again. Oh no! No!
Oh,
I mean, she technically rolled twice the first time. Couldn't we use the 25?
No.
Oh.
So Yeah, so you do cast Hunter's Mark. The
Yeah.
creature is wreathed in this green energy, and you fire your arrow, and it shoots its tongue out and wraps its tongue around the arrow, and like draws it back into its body. And now it's their turns. So this creature is going to take a step forward again. Little boys, we're going to have one attack hardtack, one attack Raven. So that is so against hardtack, that is a 15.
That hits.
And then against Raven, that is a crit fail. Alright. So hardtack, this creature on its little spindly legs deals minimum damage, wraps around
Thank
you,
God.
and it just tears open part of your shirt. And there's a small stream of blood coming out. Big Boy is going to... It looks at Gresham, and it, like, pounds its two fists together, and it brings both down on top of you. That is a 6. Nope. And an 11. No. Raising up your shield, you feel that thunderous blows onto your shield, but you stand firm. However, it does leave an opening for the spiked tongue creature to launch in. But it doesn't matter. You bring your shield around,
go.
and you knock it aside anyway. It doesn't even matter.
I fear
Oh, that was
no
amazing.
tree.
That's amazing. Diedrich, it is your turn.
Diedrich? Okay, Diedrich wants to go up right behind, right behind Gresham and try
Okay.
to hide. Like, I want to be
Okay.
hidden.
Okay.
And then,
For your bonus action?
and give
Nice.
this man a little stabby stab with a rapier,
Okay.
from around Gresham.
Yeah, well, yeah, so you can break your movement apart. So you move behind Gresham, roll a stealth,
Okay, got it.
and then, oh yeah, you hide behind Gresham, and now you can use the rest of your move to jump out from behind him and move within melee distance and stab.
Like that.
With advantage. Yeah.
Wonderful.
You climb up the back of me and jump off my shoulder and do like a twisty like.
Okay,
stabby thing.
I absolutely 100% do that. I climb
That's
up the
exactly
back
what happens.
of Gresham
Correct.
and I do a little flip. And
Yeah.
I guess land there and then
Yeah.
give it a stab.
So
Nice.
a round is normally like 4 seconds. So if we're gonna canonize this
Yeah.
sequence of events, I'm blocking the two things that come down on me, and you're running up off my
Yeah.
back. And stabbing.
I use your shield, so you put your shield up. I use your shield as like the jumping off
Yes.
like point
exactly.
and do a flip.
Yes.
Yep.
That's so good. All right, roll with advantage. That is a 12,
Damn it.
which just barely does not hit.
Barely does hit. I want to use a hero point to
Okay, do it.
do it again.
Do it.
Okay,
Oh,
there
yeah,
we
that
go. There
hits.
we go. There
Roll
we go.
sneak attack.
Whew. Rid of my hero point.
Nice.
At least it's just that it was used to roleplay with.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, because
No, that was-
I'm not
that was
about to
very-
do that flip and then not have it land.
That's fine.
So I
roll
also get a sneak attack. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so
So-
that's 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
And
you
if you
stab
pick up
it.
2 weapons. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Right. All right. So yeah, you stab into it, and you drive your whole weight down
Yes.
into it, and part of its arm just comes off as you land, and you're ready. It is up, but it looks severely damaged.
Let's go.
And now it is Mikhail's turn. So Mikhail, she shouts to you, hard attack. She's like, "All right, how about now?"
Hardtack just goes
10, 15,
tries to
20,
wave her
25.
over.
Yeah, so she runs over to you, and as she does, she's looking through her satchel, and she's just like pulling things out, and she pulls out a cloth, and she reaches out and she like clamps it over your mouth, and she's like, shh, 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 shh. And as you breathe in, you feel like invigorated. You're going to heal. Oh, minimum. You're going to heal 2 hit points.
Oh my gosh.
And-
This is ridiculous. These tiny skeleton dudes have been rolling crits, and we've been
Like
rolling
literally
so
wrecking
low.
us.
Yeah.
But yeah, hardtack, it's your turn.
Okay, hardtack just goes. Thank you for trying. And then starts by doing his ritual to cast a tentacle of the deep at the one that's kind of northeast of him at the moment.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then, so I'll use it to make a melee spell attack. I don't know what should I roll to make that hit. Just a 20 to try to see if it hits.
Yes.
Okay.
Melee spell attack. Yeah. So it would be the same as Eldritch Blast. Would be
Okay.
your spell.
I'll just
So
cast.
we just won't go for that damage. We'll just do that
Okay, yeah.
as though it were the attack. So it's a crit. All right. That's a crit. All right. So
And then
roll
it's a D8
2d8
advantage.
because
2d8?
it's
Okay.
yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. So the tentacle wraps around the creature and just like squeezes, and you hear this crunching sound, and the tentacle releases its grip, and just little fragments of bone and dusty vine fall onto the ground. It is dead.
And then
Oh, and you
yeah.
get your actual action. As
my
well.
actual action, yeah. So I turn around at the one that's now standing behind me and actually cast Eldritch Blast.
Nice. Point blank. Yeah, 13's
Point
enough
blank.
to. Oh my god. Yeah. So you crush it, and then you turn and just blow this creature up. Point blank Eldritch Blast. Nice.
I think hardtack would just at that point take a knee and kind of kneel down for a second
Oh
and
my god.
just try to take a break.
That's amazing. All right, Gresham, it's your turn.
Gresham, despite seeing the hulking dude right next to him, he sees hardtack taking a knee over the distance. He's like, no good. Gotta have him in this fight. So he stands back up, and you see almost of like a blinding like light. He moves towards you at a quick speed,
Oh my god.
and he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he is now going to heal you for 5 plus 3.
Yo.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That's already adding it in. So you get 5 health.
Yeah, you move quicker than the zombie has even time to react, and it just its weight is on your shield, and all of a sudden it just falls forward because it doesn't know what happened, and you're right there next to hardtack. That's very, very cool.
Whew.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Anything else, Gresham?
Hardtack just takes a and a kind of a heavy breath.
Nice.
As he
I don't
feels
think
a little
there's
bit
anything else I can do this turn. So, let me check one last thing.
Save Daddy Pirate.
Yeah, and while he's got his hand on hardtack, he's going to cast level 1 Sanctuary.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
That's
he's
awesome.
going to make sure he stays up and doesn't have any fear of getting in the mix.
Let's
Nice.
go.
All right, Raven, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move one to the right again, just to just a little further from big
Cadmus
boy
needs
right
distance.
here.
If you do that, he's gonna try and hit you.
I am so
Shoot the
dead.
shoot the bow.
Okay,
Shoot the bow at point blank range. You got this.
I can't do that.
Do you have-
Because isn't it if I shoot at point blank range, don't I have disadvantage?
Yeah. But you
Oh,
can shoot the.
damn.
See, no. Also, I have Hunter's Mark on this big boy at the top here, and I'm
Yeah.
afraid if he gets in distance. So I'm gonna just
Yeah, do that.
shoot. I'm just gonna shoot that boy, and we'll just go
Could
from
you-
there.
I won't say.
Nope.
Go for it.
No,
What?
could you disengage as an action?
Yes, and then you could run,
Like-
but then she wouldn't be able to
Shoot.
do anything
Right.
else.
Yeah,
wouldn't
so
be
you would.
able to shoot, but
so
you
you
wouldn't
can-
take any direct damage from the guy next
Yeah,
to
so
you.
you can disengage, but it's gonna be the end of your turn for the most part.
Ooh.
How dead are you?
I mean, I'm not like dead, but I'm a third. Like I have a third left. I have
Fine.
6 hit points, and then I'm okay. Okay.
I
I'm just
mean-
gonna shoot. I'm just gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. Go
I'm
with your
gonna
gut.
shoot big boy up at the top here,
Go
and
with your
we'll
gut.
just.
Yeah.
We'll hope we're fine.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. All right. Roll
Let's
me
go.
Roll the hunter's mark damage.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. Where do I go? I'm so sorry. Where do I go to do that?
So hunter's mark is going to be right below longbow. Or
That's my
below
short sword. Oh, I see it. I'm so sorry. I see it.
All right. So
What is with these rolls tonight?
I mean, it's fortunate that all you needed was the one. So
Perfect.
how
God. Is he dead?
how would you like to kill this
Let's
thing?
go.
Oh, hell yeah. Can I shoot it through the eyes? Like, can
Yes.
I? No, wait. I'm sorry. Can he, if, like, I'm imagining, ready, that his tongue comes out to try and grab the arrow, but instead, my arrow's so piercing, it goes through his tongue, through his brain. That's what I want to happen.
Yes.
Oh
absolutely.
my god.
So
we get like a
the
slow-mo
arrow-
cam.
The arrow
Yeah.
sails through the air. The creature shoots its tongue out to try and deflect it. Tries to wrap around it. The arrow goes through the tongue, pins it to its skull, and then goes out through the back of its head. And the creature like twitches a couple of times and then collapses on the ground.
Oh my
It-
god.
Oh,
Let's
Fuck yeah.
go.
Now it's the big boy's turn.
badass.
That was awesome.
I die happy.
Yeah.
So the big boy looks at where the other... Actually, it doesn't. It's a zombie. The big boy is going to do one fist at Diedrich, one fist at Raven. All right. Here we go. Diedrich does a 16 hit.
That hits.
Raven does an 11. No, it doesn't. Okay.
It does not. Bestie.
Let's
I'm
go.
riding the wave of my just ego being inflated from that last hit.
Yeah, it's about to go way down when I fucking die.
Diedrich, you are taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still up.
It brings its fist down. You hear a crack. You think you might have chipped a rib.
Yeah, it's bad.
I know that's
It's bad
not
over
a-
here. I'm bloody.
the right expression. But yeah, and that's all of them. Diedrich, it's your turn.
Diedrich doubles over in pain and grabs his stomach and then looks up at this guy and spits like a tooth and some blood out on the ground and holds the rapier up and tries to get him like right in the head.
Nice. Okay.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Wait, do I have advantage? I have advantage. Homegirl
Oh, yeah,
stabbed me.
'cause
I have
it's
advantage.
flanked.
That's an 18, bestie.
Because it's flanked. Yeah.
No, because she stabbed me. I haven't used that yet.
Oh well, I mean, so what she
Oh,
gives
that's a
you
plus
is
a D4.
You roll a d4, but because it is flanked, you have advantage. So that is 9 points of damage.
Let's go.
How would you like to kill this?
Okay,
thing?
So here's how it happens. I double over in pain. It's like bad, and I spit blood and a tooth, and then I look at him and I point my rapier at him like real angrily, just like fierce fire in my eyes, and I just want to come up under the jaw and through the top of the head.
Nice. Yeah, you leap up, and at first it looks like it might try and like bear hug you, but it just crumbles to the ground, dead.
Let's go.
Dead. There we go. It's dead.
Okay, now I need to get a golden tooth to replace the tooth I just spat out. Let's
Nice.
go, besties. Let's go.
Very nice. Very cool. So as this creature collapses, you feel a small sense of relief in that you're no longer in danger of dying. And there is a... Actually, what would you all like to do?
Diedrich is bloody and bad. So I think Diedrich is maybe on the ground coughing and got some blood coming up.
Can I go over to Diedrich and like kind of try and like help up?
Yeah. Okay,
You know,
Diedrich's
like
got like
just-
an arm around you.
Yeah. Like I'm like hoisting you up a little, you know.
Hardtack is kind of on the ground but looking a bit better, and he kind of waves his hand, and the tentacle flows through the ground over towards Diedrich to help kind of prop him up and push his shoulders back up so he's kind of upright.
Thanks, Pops.
Nice. All right, yeah, that happens. Diedrich, you feel the warm embrace
The power
Uh,
of friendship.
of this tentacle propping you up.
and Raven on the other side, helping him kind of sit up.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. That happens. What would you all like to do now? There are. I'm sorry. The corpses are all still
Is
there.
feel better an option, or
Can we
take a short rest? No.
You can
yeah,
do
can
that.
we-
If you like.
Deidre hobbles over a little bit over to one of the skulls and kind of kicks it, but is also like low-key doing investigation.
Yeah. So Diedrich, when you go over to kick one of these skulls, you stop. It's the skull of the big zombie.
Yeah.
And you stop mid-kick because you recognize the skull. You recognize
do?
parts of the body. Or at least you think you do. You remember that a while ago, about a year ago, there was an urchin on the street that said he had found something, a really big score. And you never heard from him again. You remember that he had a very oddly shaped head. Like specific ridges, a particular thing about his jaw. This skull has all of those features, and some of the rags that the vines have grown over, which now have fallen off, are his clothes.
Deidre picks the skull up and goes, "Mark?"
Nice. Yeah, it's the skull
Mark?
of your...
Mark.
From
Mark
work?
Smith.
Is there anything else? Like, does he have like a backpack or like anything in his pockets? Like, do I see maybe what the score was or like coins, anything like
That guy
that?
that you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the dead guy that I know. Yeah.
There are no... there's nothing else on him. It was
Okay.
even the skull was like, it also has a big rapier hole in it now, but
Do I recognize anybody else, or is it just this guy?
that's the only... Everyone, it all just looks like skulls to you. The only reason that you recognize this is
Right.
because of the distinctive features, and the clothing was similar, kind of.
Guys,
But-
I know this guy. He used to run around in the streets with me, like ran this big heist and never saw him again. What is he doing all the way out here and basically a zombie? Are they taking people from the city? Could this have been me? This could have been me. And Deidre is starting to ramble a little bit in stress.
I stroke Deidre's hair, just like a comfort,
Yeah.
You guys
Aw.
are
Like a
being
little
so
mothering.
nice to Deidre this episode, and it made me really happy.
Nice.
So if it's a guy that you used to know, and he was not who you used to know, but he attacked us, I think that's necromancy.
Sounds pretty necromantic to me. Hardtack kind of moves over to the water up here. I'm just gonna pass right by that. Hardtack kind of moves over to the water up here, and you just kind of see him dip down, and he's just sitting in the water for a minute, 2 minutes. He's just kind of sitting there, and he's kind of washing off the wounds a bit. He's trying to clean them out, but he's just kind of staying in the water for a little bit to try to cool himself off, but totally submerged, right? He's just like laying down submerged in the water for as long as all of this conversation's going on.
Nice.
Out of character, how's everyone doing on health? Because
I
I
am-
do have some first level slots I can heal with.
Bessie, I have 3 HP.
Okay.
I'm halfway. I'm good. That's why I'm trying to just
I
like
was
relax
almost
for a
dead.
second.
So out of character, while people are role playing, I'm gonna move over and cast a first level cure wounds on
Thank you
Diedrich.
so much. I really appreciate that.
Nice. Oh my
Oh,
god.
let's
10?
go. That's
Holy
almost
shit.
full back up to full health. Thank you.
Wow, that's really good.
I always get a
Um,
+5 at least. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Hardtack
amazing.
just kind of like reaches his hand out of the water, points at Gresham, and it's just like puts a thumb up, like thank you so much.
I was gonna say your hand is above.
Yeah, it's
the
it's
screen.
cropped
I don't
out,
know.
so
it's
we
above the
just
screen,
figured
so look, here,
this.
imagine this.
Perfect.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thanks.
Gresham, you, after you're done healing Diedrich, you go up to the zombie up here, and in that zombie is a much smaller fragment that looks exactly like the one that was in the tree.
I take out a piece of cloth to pick it up with, and with one hand kind of like pick the crystal bag out of my back pouch and draw the lid open a little bit and drop it in there and put it back in the back pouch.
Nice. Awesome. As you
Seems like I need to collect the Chaos Emeralds.
Also, as you do that, you hear a voice in your head. And you recognize it as, the angelic chorus that you hear whenever you're communing with your god. And it says, Gresham, you must take these shards and bring them back to the temple. Only then can they be cleansed. And so that's...
Guys, my god, Kayne West says I have to go back.
You said I gotta go.
You said I had to go back to take care of these crystals.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Alright, Jesus. Alright, so do you have anything that you all would like to say to each other then before you leave Gresham?
My friends, it was an absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed killing these people that you used to know after they've been reanimated, but I'm
His
being
name
resummoned
was
back,
Mark.
and he shall be remembered by someone. But my point is I'm gonna go back to the temple now that I think we've cured the corruption here, or at least enough so where I had some deity whisper in my ear that I need to go back. So what I'm getting at is, if you guys need to get a hold of me, you want a little Gresham come back and help you out again, here's my temple, and he just gives you just a card that says Gresham, and it says Cleric of Temple of Yay. And
Yeah.
so yeah, just send May a yay mail, and I'll come out and help y'all out again. All right?
Not the yay mail.
Hardtack hearing this, you just hear him. He's still laying underwater, and he goes,
Thank you so much. I appreciate all the help. And
goes back up above, just like
Amazing.
waving goodbye to him.
Oh, that's so good.
Diedrich drops the skull of Mark and goes over to Gresham and like embraces that motherfucker. Just the himbo.
How tall is Diedrich, just so I know where you're coming up on me?
Diedrich is not very tall. I think maybe 5'9", maybe.
Okay. So he goes, there. It's okay. You're still young. You got many years. Your kind refuses to die.
I'll never
So,
forget
you'll
you.
Probably see me again.
I'll never forget you.
That's
I
nice.
think Raven would stay kind of in the area that, there I was, but just giving like a nice little nod and a thank you from afar. Just a little
Oh, nice.
thank you.
All back
It's like
to
the
close
most
the idea
emotion
earlier.
Raven has expressed. Raven is very
That's awesome.
stoic, so the nod means a lot from Raven.
Yeah. So at this, Gresham, you turn and you leave. The three of you and Mikhail, you continue on north, knowing that your destination is quite close now. And Gresham, on your travels, maybe an hour later, you pause and you thought you heard the fluttering of wings and a mischievous laugh, just for a brief moment. And you look around, there's nothing there, and you continue on. And
Spooky.
we
Spooky.
then we fade from Gresham. We zoom out to the forest. We pan north, zooming back in to the four of you. The party finds themselves in a grove of perfectly spaced trees. And row by row, the trees are getting larger and larger. And ahead, the party hears drums and chanting. The large, tattooed elf stands at the center of a circle of elves, arms linked and glowing with green energy. The elf holds his hand aloft, revealing a black sphere made of some kind of stone. He steps out of the circle and places the stone upon an altar. The stone instantly swells in size, drawing in energy and power until it's the size of a large boulder. The circle of druids then chant louder, and the tattooed elf bows before the altar. Another elf steps into view, this one with a staff of gnarled wood and flowing garments made of leaves and vines. This elf places her hands on the altar and begins to chant in her own verse. All of you are far enough that they can't see or hear you, and Mikhail whispers to all of you, "We can't possibly take them all on. This is folly." Raven glares at Mikhail, but something catches her eye. Far from the circle of chanting druids, manacled in a cage, is Juniper. The two of you make eye contact for a brief second, knowing that you finally made it to save your friend. Alright, so if we... Alright, let's just do it. Let's go back.
Okay.
Let's go back.
We're
I'm
back.
gonna wrangle.
Wrangle.
Wrangle us in.
I feel wrangled. Do you guys feel wrangled?
Damn right. No, you're escaping the wrangle. Alright, so